John Cheplak with therealrecruiter.com and cheplaklive.com. Naturally, leadership involves facilitating productivity. You know, I've talked a lot about accountability. I talk about commitments. I talk about top-down versus bottom-up, inspiration, volunteerism, all of these terms, but let's drill down into it. And here is that fine line that I've talked about. It's that tension versus stress. And it's kind of a tightrope act that leaders must play out. Tension causes creativity. Stress shuts a human being down. And it goes back to a lot of the videos and the articles and the training that I share with people is we must constantly be in reflection. As a leader, you have not arrived. As a matter of fact, the leader and the teacher is more the student than the actual student is. You got to take a look at that. You know, maybe productivity isn't where it needs to be or where you want it to be. And by the way, the market condition, that's a cop-out. Because here's what I found in being around this industry for 25 plus years, is there are still people that thrive in what's seen as a down market or a bad market. As a matter of fact, when the market shifts, that's when we really get to measure what type of leader you really are. You can't measure whether someone's a good leader or not in a good market. We get to find who has the skill sets. We get to find who has the commitment when the market shifts or even corrects. One of those skill sets is that ability not to facilitate this condition of stress that shuts people down. Take a look at your office, your organization today. Is productivity not where you want it to be? How are you leading? Are you trying to force people or make people to do things? Are you trying to make people productive? Are you facilitating a condition of tension, one that challenges them, one with accountability that includes observing or noticing without judgment, one that again has those deadlines, those check-ins, one that allows self-discovery? You can't convince a human being to do anything. The highest form of retention and action and repeating that action is through self-discovery. And we do that through the facilitation of tension and in the very end, always acknowledging people for what they do. So just a tip that I constantly like to remind people that I coach of is, taking a look at, do we have the training? Do we have the tools? Do we have this and that? The areas that we always focus in on. But the most important thing to do is take personal responsibility as a leader, look within and say, how am I doing in walking that tightrope of tension versus stress?